and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome in as we get ready to rock and roll here from the beautiful Oswego Speedway as it is the Slinging Dirt Series back in action here this evening as drivers ready to rock and roll. They are ready to go to battle here from the beautiful New York State racetrack. Very tight, close quarters here around the racetrack, going to make for a very interesting race on where drivers can run, where they can make passes, and how they can work themselves to the front of the field. As you see Martinez out there on the racetrack, the Fusion setup shop number 4 ride ready to rock and roll here as drivers out there on the racetrack for their qualifying session, looking to lay down their quickest lap times to get the evening started here on the right foot. You gotta have a good start here with qualifying towards the front of the field. Sets you up for a nice start in your heat race and possibly picking up heat race wins, putting yourself towards the front row for this main feature event here as these drivers are ready to go to battle. A beautiful sunset here at Oswego Speedway. It's going to be a lot of fun here this evening. Dirk Darnell coming in with that share on the broadcast. Slinging Dirt Series coming in with that share as well. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that follow, and subscribe button as we'll get ready to go green flag racing here in just a few more moments. Just a few more moments, we'll go to green flag racing here from Oswego Speedway with the Slinging Dirt Series. This is going to be a ton of fun. This is going to be a great show, and these drivers are going to put on one wild event for us again here this evening. Is right now it is the 47 ride, Orion Rubelman with the quick time here in qualifying. Hank Trail in second, Colton Jordan in third, Dustin Siller in position number 4 with Aaron Bowman, our top 5 here on the racetrack. But we do see the 46 ride out there on the speedway. That is Diesel Jones, and he's going to jump up with a quick time here in qualifying. Diesel Jones to the top of the points here as he's going to jump right up the chart and into that top spot quickest here in qualifying. Derek Darnell going to jump up into position number 11 in the Common John Star Race Cars number 86 machine as he's currently 11th fastest here on the speedway, waiting for only Tori Boyd left to qualify here. Fortunately, I think Tori running into some connection issues in that mid-Texas internet, not working out too well for him right now as he's been dropping connection here just quite a bit on the start of the evening. So hopefully we can get him out here for heat race action and our feature event. Tanner Peak, Tanner, my boy, coming in, showing the love and said, let's go. Almost couldn't find a seat. These placed out grandstands tonight, yeah, they are absolutely packed, man. They are absolutely packed. All the fans on their feet cheering these drivers on and ready to see some amazing racing here, whether it's on the grandstand side or the pit side. They have absolutely filled these grandstands for the greatest shows on dirt here on Peacemaker Gaming, not on Dirt Vision. Get that out of here, Dirt Vision. No, Peacemaker Gaming is the greatest show on dirt here, ladies and gentlemen, as you're going to get ready for one of the greatest shows in dirt in just a few more moments as these drivers done their qualifying session. They'll get ready to rock and roll as Aaron Bowman coming in with the like and the share on the broadcast. Stephen Hart coming in with that share as well as we will get ready to set these drivers loose. We'll get ready to go to battle. Qualifying coming to a close. Heat race number 1 about to get underway, and we'll get ready to set these drivers loose for a wild evening of racing action here from Oswego Speedway. And starting on the pole here in heat race number 1, it is the Majula Safe Speed Shop number 46. It's Diesel Jones starting here in position number 1 in heat race number 1. To his outside in the 519, it's Hank Trail, who will be starting in position number 2 in the Star Race Cars. Grey Goose Vodka number 519. Starting in position number 3 in the 56, that is Dustin Siller, and to his outside, supposed to be the 17 ride of Ricky Lowe. Starting in position number 5 is the 12 ride of Joseph Neely. As there you go, you do see the 17 ride loaded into the sim now. Starting there in 4th is Neely there in the 5th spot. To his outside in the Star Race Cars coming, John Brewing Company, it is the 86 of Derek Darnell. And bringing up the rear of the field in the 4 machine, that is J.J. Martinez in the Fusion Setup Shop, number 4 ride. Tori Boyd supposed to be bringing up the rear of the field here in the 8th spot. Unfortunately, Tori not connected to the server and will not start this heat race. As we'll get them lined up and ready to rock and roll. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you came here for a show. Well, here you go, as the greatest show in motorsports is about to get underway. Heat race action here from Oswego Speedway, as these drivers are ready to duke it out. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys do exactly what my boy FaZe Colton just did. FaZe Colton coming in, dropping that follow over on the YouTube channel, coming in, hitting that sub button. Merk Fox 2 coming in as well with that follow over on the Twitch channel. If you guys haven't, hit the like button, hit the share button, hit that follow and subscribe button. As Frank Ranger coming in, showing the love as Merk says, let's go, as we'll get ready to rock and roll. Frank says, what's up, Beast? Oswego, close to my home town in Syracuse, New York. Yes, sir, right up in there in that northern New York state. As here we go, green flag in the air for Diesel Jones as he quickly puts that hammer down. It opens up a big lead down into corner number 1. Is contact back there behind him. Hang on, as around goes the 56 of Dustin Siller. J.J. Martinez right there as well, getting tied up. Tons of damage on that 4 ride. He's going to take his car right off the racetrack. So doesn't Dustin Siller, as their Knights get off to a not a good start. As here you go, pass for the lead. Hank trailed down low as Diesel Jones up into the outside fence. Heavy damage here for Diesel Jones as well. They're dropping like flies here, ladies and gentlemen. They're dropping like flies. I don't know what's happening. We already saw Joseph Neely in the 12 ride also off the racetrack, as quite a bit of damage here off the start as well. We'll take a look and see what happens to the Premier Racing Setups. Number 12 ride is right in behind that 56. Looks like he gets underneath of him, helps spin him around, but gets up into that outside fence himself. Causes quite a bit of carnage right there as Joseph Neely, Dustin Saylor, J.J. Martinez, Diesel Jones all off the racetrack is out in front. Hank Trail leads the way. Ricky Lowe right there behind him in position number 2, and Derek Darnell on cruise control back here in the 3rd position as the Common John Brewing Company, the only wraps number 86 there in 3rd. He's on cruise control as J.J. Martinez, Diesel Jones, Dustin Siller, Joseph Neely, Tori Boyd all down behind pit wall here in heat race number 1. Is the mayhem already underway there in the first couple corners of this race as Hank Trail looking to pick up the heat race win. Ricky Lowe there in position number 2. Derek Darnell back in 3rd, just trying to catch up to our top 2, but quite a bit of a gap, over 2.5 seconds between himself and the 17 of Ricky Lowe right now as the Star Race Cars Lightwave number 17. Huge shout out to Lightwave coming on board here, becoming a sponsor with the Slinging Dirt Series here in the season, coming on board, becoming part of the show. A huge shout out there to Lightwave jumping on board here with us for the year. As Hank Trail leads the way, everyone else trailing back there behind him as he heads down across the line. Gonna click off another lap here for that 519 ride, as only 3 more laps left to go. Down through the back straightaway into corner number 3, nice and easy for the 519 as he'll lead us down and out of corner number 4 with 2 more laps left here for the evening. So 2 more, actually white flag gonna fly here for the 519. Sorry, I thought we had 2 more laps left, but the white flag has been displayed for Hank Trail. So for the final time here in heat race number 1, the 519 of Trail out of corner number 4. He'll pick up heat race win number 1 here on the evening. Ricky Lowe there in 2nd. Derek Darnell coming home in 3rd as Diesel Jones, J.J. Martinez, Dustin Siller, Joseph Neely, and Tori Boyd all off the racetrack. We started with 8, we ended with 3. Still rolling there at the end of heat race number 1. A wild first race of the evening. as we'll get ready to rock and roll. These drivers loading into the sim here for heat race number 2. And starting on the pole in the 47 ride, that is Ryan Rubelman. To his outside in the 18 machine, that is Colton Jordan. Starting in position number 3 in the 44 is the only Rap Star Race Cars ride of Aaron Bowman. Into his outside, that is Stephen Hart in the 7 machine. Starting on the inside, our row number 3 in the number 9 ride, that is Daniel Bradford. Into his outside in the 8 ride, it's Aaron McGee. Bringing up the rear of the field in position number 7, it is Richard Gall. Bringing up the rear of the field in the 71. So 7 more drivers ready to rock and roll here in heat race number 2, as we'll actually get a quick little look here inside the webcam here as my boy Joseph Barry, Alan Peters all coming in showing the love with the reactions on the broadcast. I appreciate you boys as we got an inside look here. And Colton Jordan, our outside the pole sitter here, Colton up on the webcam, should pop up there. There you go. A great look there at Colton the Kid up in the webcam. He is ready to rock and roll. You can see him getting prepped up. You can see those, he's sitting up a little bit straighter. He's got both hands on the steering wheel. He's ready to rock and roll as we'll get a good live look here at that 18 ride on the start of heat race number 2 as he is ready to rock and roll. He is ready to go to battle here. Ryan Rubelman, Colton Jordan, 1 and 2 here on the start of heat race number 2 as quickly green flag racing. We'll have to wait and see if they can make it clean and green through quarter number 1 and not have the contact like we saw in heat race number 1. So far, clean and green down the back straightaway. Aaron McGee until they're in 5th with Daniel Bradford getting up into the outside fence there. Bradford does get a hard piece of that wall. He's going to take his car down pit side. It's out in front, Colton Jordan. You watch him up there. He's wheeling that 18 ride. He leads the way. Jordan out in front. Colton Jordan gets a little piece of the inside wall, though. That's going to tighten things up. He's going to have to be careful here as now they're 2, almost 3 wide back there behind him. We'll jump right into the cockpit, give you an exact look, exactly what Colton's staring at here. As you can see the hands moving, what he's doing not only in the webcam, but also here on the simulator, and what he's dealing with out there on the racetrack is leading the way here in heat race number 2. Colton Jordan giving everything he can to try to put this car up in victory lane here on the evening, and there's no better way to get things started than a heat race win. And starting up on the front row, but again he gets into that inside fence. That one may come back to cost him, as here you go, he's got a little bit of a lead, but now a lot of left front damage for that 18 machine. A huge shout out there to Colton jumping on board here with us for this heat race as he is rolling out there on the racetrack, trying to put himself up and into victory lane down across the line. 5 more laps left to go here for that 18 ride as he is out in front. We'll keep the webcam on him there as Stephen Hart there in position number 2. Aaron McGee there in 3rd. Aaron Bowman there in position number 4. And we see Ryan Rubelman, Richard Gall, our top 6 here on the Speedway as Daniel Bradford has taken his ride down pit side. But it's all Colton Jordan. They call him Colton the Kid as he's just a young gun out here on the racetrack, showing them what he's got and how to get it done here on the evening as the Carolina Sim Sports number 18 ride leads the way. The Carolina Speed Sports, something like that. The CSS machine at the front of the field here in the Majula State Speed Shop ride, showing them how to get it done nice and easy through 3 and 4, but gets up high. That's going to open the door down low for Stephen Hart to close that gap and reel him in as here comes Hart and Aaron McGee trying to get to the back bumper of our race leader. Can Colton Jordan hang on and pick up the win here in heat race number 2, or can Stephen Hart jump up and take this one away from him? One more lap left around the racetrack here at Oswego Speedway for heat race number 2. Jordan leads us down the back straightaway into quarter number 3. Nice and easy out of quarter number 4. Here comes Stephen Hart looking down low. He can't get there as Colton Jordan will pick up heat race win number 2 here on the evening. What a run and what a drive right there for Jordan. Mr. Colton Jordan picking up the win Stephen Hart, Aaron McGee, Aaron Bowman, Ryan Rubelman, our top 5 there in heat race number 2. As we got Colton Jordan's webcam still up here, let's see if we can pull him up into the broadcast booth here for a warm-up, a little bit of a practice here. These drivers are going to jump out onto the racetrack. They're going to make sure their cars are absolutely hooked up. They got the right amount of fuel. They got the right setups in their rides, and that they are ready to rock and roll for this feature event. So after picking up that heat race win, let's see if we can get Colton up into the broadcast booth here for a quick little in-race interview. There he is. Hey, Colton, it's Aaron up here in the Peacemaker Broadcasting booth. You get a copy? Hey, Colton, it's Aaron up here in the Peacemaker Broadcasting booth. You get a copy? I see he's typing something, chat. Oh. He disappeared on us. All right, well, Colton has apparently gone to the bathroom there. I did not see that live, so Colton has gone. He is away from the steering wheel. We'll have to wait and see when he comes back, as we'll get ready to rock and roll here in just under 2 minutes. There we go. We see Colton coming back now. Let's see if we can get him up into the booth here as he's climbing back into the cockpit. Let's get him up here. Hey, Colton, it's Aaron up here in the Peacemaker Broadcasting booth. You get a copy?
Yep.
Colton, man, what a run, what a drive there in heat race number 2 as you're able to pick up the win, but you had a lot of fast cats right there behind you in those closing laps with a tough racetrack. We saw you get into that inside wall down at corner number 3 a couple times, though. How are you going to have to tackle this feature event? Knowing you got a lot of laps here, a lot of tough competition. How do you plan on trying to get that 18 ride up into victory lane?
It's going to be hard because it's hammered down right now. So I'm not sure if it's gonna get slicker or what, but I'm gonna try and get up to win this thing.
Absolutely. Well, you'll be starting on the outside of the front row, so that should set you up pretty nicely here for this feature event. But you got a lot of tough competition there. Who are you looking at to be one of those drivers to beat here this evening?
Probably Diesel Jones.
Absolutely.
I've seen him win both of the 2 races that have happened. He's fast, so
he's definitely fast, and it's definitely gonna be fun to watch you guys duke it out here. Give the crowd a wave as well. We got the webcam up here so they can see you up here in the broadcast. Wave at them, let them know that you're ready to rock and roll. You're ready to try to pick up this win.
Yep, thank you.
Absolutely. Colton, good luck out there, and hopefully we'll see you back up here in the broadcast booth before the end of the evening.
All right.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, give it up there. Colton Jordan coming in, giving us a good look there in the webcam, what he's working with behind that steering wheel and in the simulator as he is ready to rock and roll here for this feature event. Our A main is about to get underway. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you haven't already, please do me a favor. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the share button, hit that follow and subscribe button. Make sure you turn those bell notifications on. That way you never miss it when we go live here on Peacemaker Gaming. And make sure you jump up into the comment section, whether you're watching it live right now or you're rewatching the broadcast. Let us know what you think of the broadcast, and let us know who you're cheering for and who you want to see up here in victory lane in 50 laps of racing action here from Oswego Speedway as we are about to get ready to set them loose. We're going to get ready to go to battle here on the evening. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be an absolutely amazing show. This is going to be an absolutely amazing race, and these guys are going to put on one heck of a show for us. We are absolutely pumped to not only have you guys here cheering these drivers on, being up here with us for the racing action, but cheering these guys on up in the comment sections. Absolutely amazing. It's Chris Stiller coming in with that like on the broadcast. I appreciate you, Chris, coming in, smashing that thumbs up here, coming in, showing the big love. Shout out again to Alan Peters, Frank Ranger, Joseph Berry also coming in with those reactions as we'll get ready to rock and roll here for our A main feature event, our second race of the Sunday series here with the Slinging Dirt series as 50 laps of racing action. Here in this one, Tanner Peak says McGee number 1. Aaron McGee, that's a solid pick. He was looking pretty strong there late in that second heat race. That is a solid driver to pick right there. But right now, starting at the pole position in the 519 after winning a crazy heat race. Our first heat race of the evening is Hank Trail, starting in that pole spot. His outside is Colton Jordan in position number 2. And then we see the number 17, a Ricky Lowe, there in third. Stephen Hart to his outside. Eric Darnell starting in position number 5 with Aaron McGee to his outside. Aaron Bowman in the 46 of Diesel Jones make up row number 4 with Ryan Rubelman in the 12 right of Joseph Mealy, rounding out row number 5 in our top 10. Richard Call, Dustin Siller, Daniel Bradford, Torrey Boyd, and J.J. Martinez bringing up the rear of the field. 15 drivers ready to rock and roll here from Oswego Speedway as we end all the anticipation with our feature presentation. We are Green Flag Racing here from Oswego. As the 519 Hank Trail with a great start quickly, launching down into corner number 1 and out of corner number 2. He's going to lead us down the back straightaway here into 3. Nice and easy through 3 and out of 4. Looks like the 519 Hank Trail will lead lap number 1, but Colton Jordan reeling him back in, trying to get right there to his back bumper, taking a peek down low. He may send it in here in corner number 3. We saw the 18 roll the inside lane to perfection in heat race number 2, and here he is looking for the early race lead here in our feature event. Now the big question's gonna be, how hard do you go early in this race? These super late models can tear up tires in a quick hurry. Do you try to settle the pace down? Maybe put on cruise control for a few laps, keep yourself out of trouble, try to save your equipment for later in this race. If we see a late race restart, possibly a big jump and some fresh tires for some of these other drivers could put themselves into a winning position. Right now, Hank Trail, he is just trying to keep that 519 right out in front as Colton Jordan continues to work right there behind him. Ricky Lowe sitting in position number 3 is Aaron McGee and Diesel Jones, both working themselves up through the field, both up a couple spots early in this race. A little bit of left front damage though for that 8 right of McGee. Looks like he may have gotten into somebody or into the inside wall like we saw the 18 ride do quite a few times there in that second heat race. Nonetheless, he still got that car high side and fancy here as he's rolling up there through the middle. As we do see one car stopped on the racetrack. There's the caution flag. Oh, brother, that was a close call as Richard Call in the outside fence right there, and the leaders going by him. That could have been a lot worse. A lot of cars could have got tore up right there as he was battling deep in the field with the 9 right of Daniel Bradford, and unfortunately it looks like he just gets up a little too high, pancakes that outside fence, and give him the Tony Hawk Pro Skater Award right there as he was riding the rail there quite a bit down through corner 1 and 2, and you can see that damage unfortunately just tears that right front all to pieces. He's trying to keep the car rolling, trying to get it up and out of the way. Unfortunately can't get up any higher, and you see the smoke and the damage coming from underneath the hood there of that 71. Trying to get it off the wall and down the racetrack. He's stuck there, though. Unfortunate break there for that 71 machine of call, as we'll jump right on board and see what he sees from the cockpit here as he's going to send it into the corner and just wash up the racetrack here at Oswego towards that outside fence. And if you get up there a little bit too far, you can pay that price in a quick hurry. And Richard Call found out the wrong way right there, the hard way, as we'll get him stacked up, racked up, and ready to go back to Green Flag Racing. As Chris Stiller says, Dustin Siller can be a contender if he can stay clean. Number 56 cheering on that 56 right up inside the top 10 right now for the Slinger, what does that say, Springer Tirecraft number 56 ride. The Brush Creek Farms number 56 of Dustin Siller there in position number 10 on the speedway. He'll get lined up and ready to rock and roll here. He'll get ready to go back to Green Flag Racing. Seems the rest of the field. Now, can Hank Trail hang on and hold off Colton Jordan and the rest of these competitors back there behind him? He's done a great job of it so far, but he has gotten a lot of pressure from that 18 ride, and the rest of the field now getting restacked up behind him. It's going to make things very interesting here for this restart as Hank Trail, Colton Jordan, Ricky Lowe, Aaron McGee, Stephen Hart, Diesel Jones, Ryan Rubelman, Aaron Bowman, Dustin Siller, and Derek Darnell, our top 10 here on the racetrack. As we're actually going to jump right on board. I do believe we got Aaron Bowman up in on a webcam here as well. Let's take a look here at Mr. Bowman on the speedway as Aaron Bowman in that 44 ride, ready to rock and roll. The Star Race Cars only wraps 44 machine. He's in the VR, so he's fully immersed here in that 44 machine. You see the webcam up in the top right of the screen, or top left. I don't know how it looks on the broadcast, but he's up there just below the scoreboard, and he is ready to rock and roll for this restart. You'll get a great look here at his hands and what he's got to deal with here as we go back to green flag racing. Let's jump right on board here with this 44. Great look here in the cockpit as you see him up there in his cockpit in real life. You see both ends of it as he sees some sparks fly, some beating and banging there in front of him. 3 wide there for position number 4 right there in front of him, and he's got to be careful. Almost some contact there with Hardin. You can see how close the racing action is here at Oswego Speedway. This is a very, very tight racetrack. You get tight, you get loose, you slide up the speedway, you can easily become a pylon for other drivers. You may get hit, you may get ran over. Here you go, he's getting some contact right now as the number 56 of Siller was working down to his inside as all the beating and banging and battling there on the restart. A huge thank you to Mr. Bowman for giving us the webcam look and being able to see what he's doing there behind the wheel. Look at the hands move, look at him kind of turning his head, looking through the mirrors, looking around the racetrack, seeing if he's clear or not clear here with the other cars all around him. A great live look there at Aaron Bowman working that steering wheel. As out in front, we see these drivers continue to battle, but it's now the 18 rider Colton Jordan who's worked himself to the front of the field. So Colton Jordan leads the way with Hank Trail there in second, now trailing for the first time here this evening for the 519 ride is Diesel Jones there in third. He's up 4 spots here in this race already, and he's got that Julius A Speed Shop right working to the front of the field as he's trying to track down our top 2 drivers. Aaron McGee there in position number 4 and looking for more, and here comes Ryan Rubelman. Rubelman looked very fast in the practice session in this 47 ride, showing some speed now that he's gotten hooked up on the outside lane here at Oswego Speedway. He's up 5 spots. Up 5 spots early in this race, and now rolling in position number 5, trying to reel in Aaron McGee and Diesel Jones just there in front of them. Ricky Lowe right there in 6 with Stephen Hart there in 7. Daniel Bradford, J.J. Martinez, and Aaron Bowman rounding out our top 10 here on the racetrack. Dustin Siller there in 11th with Joseph Neely, and Torrey Boyd, our top 13 as Richard Gall there in the 71 ride back out onto the racetrack. Unfortunately, he is a lap or multiple laps down for that 71 ride, and we did see Derek Darnell off the racetrack as well. I'm not sure what happened to Derek Darnell, but I'm not sure if he came down pit side on his own or if he got up into the fence and over the racetrack. That's exactly what happens here. Unfortunately for us, we don't get a good look at it as he kind of disappeared before that, so I'm not sure if it was an internet connection issue, but right here he goes into the corner and then he disappears. We can see the smoke and the flames end up there on the high side of quarter number 1, and then all of a sudden he goes from on the racetrack all the way down to behind pit wall, and tons of damage there on that right front for that number 86 machine. A tough break there for Derek Darnell as he is now down pit side, and unfortunately going multiple laps down. Is out in front. It's still Colton Jordan leading the way here, doing a fantastic job as we roll closer and closer to lap 20 out of 50 here, just down across the line. Lap 18 will go up onto the board. So 18 laps in 32 more laps of racing action left to go here from Oswego Speedway as Colton Jordan leads the way. A great drive here by Hank Trail as he holds on to position number 2. Diesel Jones not letting them run away with it as he hangs on to that 3rd spot with Aaron McGee and Ryan Rubelman, our top 5 on the speedway. Ricky Lowe, Stephen Hart, J.J. Martinez, Daniel Bradford, and Aaron Bowman, our top 10 here on the racetrack. Dustin Siller there in 11 with Joseph Neely, Torrey Boyd, our top 13. Richard Call and Derek Darnell are top 15 here on the Speedway as this 18 ride looking to open up a little bit more of a lead here, hoping to try to pull away from the 519, but a great run there into corner number 3 and out of 4 for Hank Trail, and that brings him right back to the rear bumper of our race leader. Now, Colton Jordan's got to be very careful, so does Hank Trail as they start to look to battle there again. A good run through 1 and 2 for Jordan as Colton Jordan able to pull away just again here a little bit, but as they reel each other in, have to get onto the binders or have to slow down or check up for one another on the Speedway. That's bringing Diesel Jones right there to him, and now you see Jones with a big run looking to the inside here of Hank Trail for position number 2. So Jones trying to make that move for a second as we see Ryan Rubelman trying to reel in this 8 right of Aaron McGee for the top, or for the 4th position on the racetrack, as this Rubelman ride has been very, very fast here throughout this feature event, man. This man has been flying through the field. This 47 ride hooked up, looking fresh, looking fancy, looking pretty out there on the Speedway. It's hard to miss him out there, as that is one of the brightest cars out there on the racetrack, as Colton Jordan out in front, but you see a new second place driver as the 46 of Diesel Jones will clear Hank Trail. Trail will slide back now to 3rd as Diesel Jones up into 2nd, and he may not be done yet as he's looking to hunt down our race leader, Colton Jordan. Jordan was hoping that more and more drivers would maybe hold that 46 ride up, maybe give him a little bit more time to stretch out his lead before the 46 ride reeled him in, but here you go. It is only lap number, let's see, across the line here, 25 as we're halfway in and halfway to go, and Diesel Jones is right there looking for the race lead down through corner number 1 and out of corner number 2. He'll lead us down the back straightaway. The crossover for Colton Jordan as he sends it into corner number 3, slides up in front of the 46, door to door, down across the line. 24 more laps left to go. Diesel Jones looking to take this race lead away, but these two putting on a show here at the front of the field. As Jones works to the inside, the 18 up on the high side, maybe a slide job move here for Diesel Jones. No, he's going to stay down on the bottom side, but he's going to slide up and clear Diesel Jones, and we get, or Colton Jordan, as Diesel Jones takes the lead, and we get a new race leader here at Oswego Speedway. So Diesel Jones now to the front of the field as Colton Jordan back in 2nd. Hank Trail there in position number 3. But it's all Diesel Jones. Here is just over halfway through this race. He's able to take that race lead away up 6 positions. Started back in 7th, now in 1st and leading the way here this evening. As Diesel Jones out in front, we do see Joseph Neely having some issues here. No caution flag as of yet, but the 12 ride running into some issues. I do believe he is taking his machine down pit side here as well. So a tough break for the Premier Racing Setups. Number 12 ride just gets tight, washes up the racetrack. Hard contact there with that outside wall. He's going to get stopped up here and takes that car down pit lane. A tough break there for Joseph Neely as out in front, Diesel Jones leads the way here. Jones at the front of the field now starting to stretch out his lead. 2 seconds, the gap already between 1st and 2nd is Hank Trail trying to reel in Colton Jordan. Aaron McGee, Ryan Rubelman right there trying to hunt down our race leaders as well, as we're going to be jumping into a quick Peacemaker Gaming Crank It Up. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, crank up that volume and cheer on your favorite drivers. We crank it up here on Peacemaker Gaming. Caution flag on the racetrack is going to fly. The yellow flag out in the air for the first time, or second time here in this feature event, our second caution flag here of the evening, as it looks like Dustin Siller gonna run into some issues in the 56 machine. We'll take a look back and see what happened. Give it up here for all these drivers. A beautiful crank it up session coming to a close right there as the crank it up coming to an end. But these drivers putting on a heck of a show for us here in this race. A lot of green flag laps, a lot of great battles here at Oswego Speedway. We've seen some drivers run into issues and take their rides off the speedway and down pit side here, but we'll take a look back and see what brings out our second caution flag of the evening, as the 56 of Dustin Siller right through the middle here slides up the racetrack. He's got the 15 of Boyd down below him, but down into corner number 3. Looks like he just gets up, clobbers the outside fence, and it just pulls him into it. Unfortunately, tears that 56 ride to shreds here, as man, oh man, oh man, that tore that car absolutely apart down through corner number 3. Back straightaway here is right here, makes that contact and just pulls them up and into it. A couple loop-de-loops and a tough break there for that 56 ride. But you can see he's still on the racetrack as our race leaders rolling around him right there. They are going to call that caution flag to make sure none of the lead drivers or anyone else gets a piece of that 56. A tough break for him as he still has to take that car down pit side, as nonetheless we'll get ready to go back to green flag racing as Diesel Jones leads the way. Can Jones hang on and pick up the checkered flag here this evening? Can he put himself into victory lane? We're going to find out, as we only got 12 more laps of racing action here in front of us. Only 12 more laps for these drivers to duke it out. Who is going to try to find victory lane and maybe steal a win away from the 46 of Diesel Jones, as we are back to green flag racing here at the beautiful Oswego Speedway. As out in front, Diesel Jones with a good restart opens up a car length lead between himself and Colton Jordan, but here comes the rest of the field trying to track him down. Here comes Aaron McGee. Here comes the rest of the field trying to jump up there and put on a battle at the front of the field, as Ricky Lowe works to the inside now of the 47 of Ryan Rubelman, trying to work himself into the top 5 here on the speedway, as Ricky Lowe looking to try to rebound here after sliding back to about that 6-7 position on the racetrack for a lot of laps. But here he is working himself back inside the top 5. Does he have anything left in the tank here for some of these drivers at the front of the field? We're going to find out here as the laps continue to close down. Things get closer and closer to the end of this feature event, and things are getting tight here between our top 5, but it's all right now Diesel Jones at the front of the field. As Diesel Jones continues to lead the way, he's got this 46 right out in front now by about 0.6 of a second, about 6 car lengths between himself and our second place driver, the kid Colton Jordan, there in P2, looking at trying to hunt down that 46 right and take this race lead back away from him. But Diesel Jones at the front of the field looking to stay clean and green, as we do see one driver running into issues a little deeper in the field, but we stay under the green flag conditions here at Oswego Speedway. As out in front, Jones, Jordan, McGee, our top 3 here on the speedway, as Hank Trail slides back now into position number 5, as Ricky Lowe there in 4th, Trail there in 5th, Ryan Rubelman up into 6th as JJ Martinez there in 7th, Aaron Bowman in the 8th spot here, looking underneath of that 4 machine for position number 7 on the speedway. Dustin Siller back out onto the track, he's there in 9th, as he's got Stephen Hart, Torrey Boyd right there behind him, as Richard Gall, Daniel Bradford, Joseph Neely, and Derek Darnell all running into issues early in this race and having to take their cars down pit side, and now multiple laps down for a bunch of those drivers in this field. is out in front. Diesel Jones continues to stretch this lead out more and more and more. 1.4 seconds between himself and Colton Jordan here at the front of the field. Is down across the line. You'll see 4 more laps left to go. He's only got 4 more circuits to bring this 46 ride up into victory lane to punch his ticket into the history books here once again with the Slinging Dirt Series here on Peacemaker Gaming. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you've been enjoying the show, make sure you hit the like button, hit the share button, hit that follow and subscribe button if you're watching over on YouTube. As these drivers have put on one heck of a race here for us all evening long. These guys putting in the work, and oh man, oh man, oh man, it's going to get interesting here. We see a caution flag late in the race, but only 2 more laps left to go. That's the last thing Diesel Jones wants to see. 2.5 seconds the difference between himself and Colton Jordan. They're in position number 2 as Aaron McGee rolls there in 3rd, but down through quarter number 3 and out of quarter number 4, down across the line. We'll see that white flag fly one more time around here for Diesel Jones. As Jones, nice and easy through quarter number 1 and out of quarter number 2, trying to keep himself out of that outside fence. A big lead. You don't want to make a mistake here on the final lap for the final time through quarter 3 and out of quarter number 4. Diesel Jones will go back to back here in the Slinging Dirt Series Sunday Night League as he picks up the win here at Oswego Speedway. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, give it up for Diesel Jones as he parks the Majula Safe Speed Shop number 46 ride up here in victory lane. A great run there by the 18 machine of Colton Jordan coming home in 2nd, and Aaron McGee coming home in position number 3 here on the evening. What a run and what a drive there is. Diesel Jones gonna burn it down. He's gonna pull this car up onto the front straightaway and into victory lane here at Oswego Speedway. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, give him a round of applause. What a run and what a drive there for Mr. Diesel Jones. Wow, what a run, what a drive, ladies and gentlemen. My gosh. It took him about half the race to get to the front of the field after starting back in position number 7, but once he got there, he made quick work getting around Colton Jordan and Hank Trail and putting himself into the race lead, and ever since that point, he was an absolute missile and a man on a mission focused on picking up another checkered flag and the money that comes along with it, as I do believe there was some pretty good money on the line here for these drivers, as night number 2 here was $100 for our race winner. So $100 to win. $75 for second, $25 for third. Hard Charger was $25, and Quick Time was also $25 here. So some good opportunity to win some money here on the evening. And I mean, man, there was a lot of good cars, a lot of fast drivers here on the evening. A lot of guys looking to make up that money, but I do believe the Quick Time, or actually, looks like the Hard Charger is going to be a tie between J.J. Martinez and Diesel Jones, both up 6 positions on the racetrack here. That's going to be a tough one for them to decide who wins that prize. But Diesel Jones picking up the win and the $100 payday that comes with it, as we'll get ready to pull our race winner up into the broadcast booth here for his post-race interview. See if we can get him up in here, ladies and gentlemen. There he is. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, give it up here for Diesel Jones as we pull him up into the broadcast booth. Hey, Diesel, it's Aaron up here in the Peacemaker Broadcasting booth. You get a copy?
Yeah, sir.
Diesel, man, what a run, what a drive. Take us through that one as you started a little deeper in the field than I'm sure you'd like to, but slowly but surely you click them off, you work yourself a little closer to the front of the field. A timely caution there to restack everybody back together, brought you a little tighter there, and halfway through this race, you were right there, ready to pounce. You take that lead away from the 18 of Colton Jordan and pull yourself away ever since that moment into victory lane.
Yeah, well, yesterday I broke my wheel, so I had to go to like Target or whatever and get like some wheel I'd never raced with in my life, and I really didn't think I was gonna be worth the crap in that race. And yeah, basically. But to be honest, if Colton was like about the same speed as me, I was just gonna let him, because I've been trying to help Colton and everything, and yeah, basically.
Absolutely. It's always nice helping the other drivers out there on the racetrack, especially when they're Majula State Speed Shop teammates out there. But man, oh man, oh man, you guys were hooked up here this evening. Both of you guys were very, very fast. But man, you were the class act here as after taking that race lead, even that late race restart with 12 laps left to go, you're able to open up that lead and drive away to a bit of an easy win here. A 2.7-second advantage between yourself and Colton Jordan there across the line. But this is a tough, tough racetrack. Take us back through it. Not only trying to make passes or battling door to door for that second spot for a while with Hank Trail, or trying to take the lead away from Colton Jordan with a couple of slide jobs and crossovers. This place is pretty tight. You either got to be right there running inches off that inside lane, or if you run the outside lane, you're very, very close to the edge of existence as you can get up into that wall, tail tank it a little bit, and it can tear your car up in a quick, quick hurry.
Yeah, I really was just planning to hold the bottom the whole race, and then I saw Hank and them, and they were just pulling away from me the whole time, and I was like, okay, I guess I'll try it up here. And then I was about the same speed as them, so I was like, yeah, there's no way I'm probably winning this. And then I tried the bottom probably like 10 laps after that, and I realized I just wasn't getting low enough in the bottom, and then I actually felt like I was way faster than them, and then that's when I started making my passes.
Absolutely. Well, you definitely found the lane, and you found the way right down to victory lane here this evening as you put the 46 right back onto the front stretch here, back up into victory lane. Diesel, who would you like to thank for another amazing race and another amazing show here this evening?
I got to thank everybody over at CSS and CFM, mainly at CSS, Hunter McManus and Elite Artworks. Yep, I about forgot that one. And everybody that puts up this league, and you especially for streaming it.
Absolutely, brothers. Always my pleasure seeing you guys out there on the racetrack and putting on these wonderful races for us and going out there and duking it out, and obviously coming in clutch. I mean, you talked about how you had to go out and buy a brand new wheel here for tonight. You had to go out and get a new one after breaking your steering wheel yesterday. At least it's going to make it a little less of a sting here as you end up with a $100 payday here with winning the race. So that can help go towards that covering the cost of the new wheel, and maybe for the next new wheel if you get a more advanced one than what Best Buy or Walmart might sell you, and trying to build back the if you get the Fanatic or whatever type of steering wheel you had before.
Yeah, there.
Absolutely. Well, Diesel, a great run, a great drive. You pull yourself up here into victory lane. We can't wait to see you back out there on the racetrack in 2 weeks from now. And hopefully we'll see you right back up here in victory lane and right back up into the broadcast booth.
Let's hope so.
Really enjoy the rest of your evening, Diesel, and congratulations again on the win.
Thank you, and you too.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, give it up there for our race winner, Diesel Jones, as he picks up the win here this evening, pulls himself up into victory lane, as Tanner Peak says, what a race. I had to miss it, brother. We missed you out there on the speedway. We wish you were out there running with each and every one of these drivers, trying to put yourself up into victory lane, as well as, hey, you know what, sometimes you gotta miss them, sometimes you gotta miss out on some of the action, but nonetheless, we appreciate you tuning in, watching the broadcast over there on the YouTube channel, as Outdoors 35 coming in, dropping that subscription over on the YouTube channel as well. Outdoors, welcome to the Peacemaker family. Welcome to the Peacemaker crew, hitting that subscribe button, becoming a brand new member of the Peacemaker family here today, as we'll get ready to pull in our second place finisher here, Colton Jordan. We got him up on the webcam here. I'm sure he's still in here, so let's see if we can get him up on the webcam, and we'll get him into the broadcast booth here for his post-race interview. Hey, Colton, it's Aaron up here in the Peacemaker broadcasting booth. They get a copy?
Yep.
Cool, man. A good run, a valiant effort here. You said it before this feature event. The car to beat was going to be that 46 of Diesel Jones, and you almost had him until about halfway through this race. We see that caution flag. It brings him a little bit tighter to you. He's able to make quick work of, Aaron McGee, and quick work of Hank Trail. And then he goes after you. A couple slide jobs, a couple crossovers. You tried to give him everything you had there. Unfortunately, just not quite enough here, as he's able to jump out in front and run away with this win here this evening.
Yeah, well, when I came into this race tonight, I knew he was going to be the hardest one to beat out there. And look where he is, winning. He's my teammate. He's been helping me a lot, and I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Well, all the help that he's been giving you has been rubbing off as we saw you jump out in front here after battling with Hank Trail there for a little bit. But just being patient, waiting, biding your time for Hank to open up the door for you to make that move to take that race lead away. And once you did, you were able to open up a bit of a lead, run a lot of laps out in front until Diesel showed up and stole this one away from you. If he wasn't here this evening, this was your race to lose, brother. And that was a heck of a run and a heck of a drive there for yourself.
Yep, sir. Just he's a fast guy. Don't know what to say.
He's definitely one fast cat out there on the speedway. Colton, congratulations on the second place run, but who would you like to thank here for such a great run and great performance here this evening at Oswego Speedway?
I would like to thank Diesel again. Everybody over at CSS, especially Hunter, Blade, Ethan Bowers, and Slow 7 Graphics, my mom, my dad, Kyler Bronson. He actually fed me this afternoon. I appreciate that.
Beauty. Well, Colton, congratulations on the second place run. You earned yourself an extra little bit of a payday here as well coming home in P2, earning yourself an extra $75 that can help go towards, maybe a late night dinner or dinner tomorrow night and everything else. But, brother, enjoy that $75. Enjoy that second place run, and we can't wait to see you back out there on the racetrack in a couple weeks' time. And hopefully we'll see you right back up here in the broadcast booth, maybe one spot better and up in victory lane yourself.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, give it up there for Colton Jordan. A huge thank you, not only to him not having a great run here on the evening, but also for him being a good sport and putting the webcam up for us to be able to get a good look at him in that live webcam there as well. So all the fans in the stands can see Colton and what he's doing there behind the steering wheel. So huge shout out there for Colton. Huge thank you for being a part of that. And a huge shout out as well to Aaron Bowman for giving us the inside look there at Bowman rolling around the speedway as well. As we get done there with our second place finisher interview, we're going to get ready to pull our third place finisher now up into the broadcast booth as Aaron McGee coming home here in position number 3. We'll see if we can pull McGee up into the broadcast booth. Hey, Aaron, it's Aaron up here in the Peacemaker Broadcasting booth. You get a copy?
Yes, sir. How you doing tonight?
Not too bad. Mr. McGee, what a run, what a drive here. Take us back through this one as it looked early on like you and Diesel Jones were just going to run to the front of the field, but all of a sudden you kind of got stalled out there for a little bit, rolling about that 5th and 4th position on the speedway. You know, what did you need there late in the race, especially with that late race restart, to be able to jump up there, maybe make the move to get around Colton, or maybe to be able to steal this win away from Diesel Jones?
I changed my stagger around there a little bit right before the race, and it ultimately got me a little bit tight toward the end, and I was just holding on. Those guys, they're running a little bit higher pace than what I'm able to run. I just got to keep, kind of tapping into them a little bit each week.
Absolutely. Well, more and more time running with them, you're learning a little bit of their tricks and seeing the lines that they're taking. You're getting quicker and quicker week after week after week. And another solid run here this evening as you pull it up into position number 3 up onto the podium here. Who'd you like to thank for, a great run and strong performance here in this one?
Yeah, I'd like to thank the Slinging Dirt Series. They've got a pretty good little deal going on here. It's pretty clean racing. All the guys, pretty good guys. I'd like to thank you. You do a hell of a job. And Star Race Cars, we build these setups. We work on them all week, and it's just kind of where we're at. And I'd like to thank old Richard for keeping our Discord pretty organized. But I appreciate you, man. You do a dang good job for us.
Absolutely, I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate the words of, I don't even know what you want to call them there, of appreciation. But, man, I appreciate you, and I appreciate everyone in the league coming in and putting on these good shows, man, as it always makes it way easier for me to do my job up here in the booth when you guys do such a great job out there on the racetrack. Minimal caution flags and a lot of just good door-to-door action out there on the speedway. And, man, another good run for yourself, another solid performance, and another trip up here to the broadcast booth. Hopefully, one of these nights we'll get you up here first in victory lane.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I appreciate you and everything you're doing with us, man.
Absolutely. Well, Aaron, congratulations on the third place run again here this evening at Oswego Speedway. And we can't wait to see you back out there on the racetrack in 2 weeks' time and hopefully see you up here in victory lane.
Yes, sir, man. Have a good evening.
Yes, you as well. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, give it up there for Aaron McGee as he comes home in position number 3. A solid run and a solid drive there for Mr. McGee as my boy Rubes Gaming. Rubes coming in with that heart reaction. Rubes coming in showing the big love here in this one. Rubes Gaming, if you're still in the chat there on Facebook, Rubes, are you? I'm trying to figure out who you are. I know your gaming page. I see you in here all the time showing the love. Are you Ryan Rubelman? I'm assuming that's who you are, but I'm not 100% sure, and I don't want to just call it out, but I'm pretty sure you're Ryan Rubelman. I'm pretty sure I saw the Rubes Gaming on Twitch on the side of the car. I'm not 100% sure that's what it said, but I thought that was connected. I figured Rubelman, Rubes Gaming, kind of like align the same, so I just didn't want to jump and associate the two with it, but I was trying to figure that out. I was trying to figure that out all race long, but man, a good run there for that 47 ride. Good run here by all these drivers. Only a couple incidences out there on the speedway. A lot of these drivers doing a fantastic job in being very veteran of incidents that happened out there when drivers get up into the outside fence. They tear that right front apart. We saw, Derek Darnell run into issues. We saw Joseph Neely, Daniel Bradford, Richard Call all run into those type of issues and trying to get those cars off the speedway in a quick hurry without bringing out more additional caution flags or having other drivers get collected in their cars stalled there on the high side of the speedway. So huge shout out to all those drivers. I mean, not the runs that they were hoping for, not the finishes that they were hoping for, but still appreciative of their veteran moves out there on the racetrack and being a good sport out there as well. And a huge shout out to all the other drivers that continue to battle door to door and side by side here all evening long, up and on the elbows up racing here for each and every one of them. But I can't thank you guys enough for tuning in and showing the love here all evening long. Every one of the fans in the stands, you guys coming in, showing the big love, making this that much better of an evening. Everyone coming in with the likes, the comments, the shares, any of the new followers, any of the new subscribers. I appreciate each and every one of you, and can't thank you guys enough for tuning in and cheering these drivers on and being a part of the Peacemaker family. But unfortunately, that is going to do it for us here this evening. I can't thank you guys enough for tuning in, and I will see you guys all back here tomorrow night as we go back to the dirt track with the always amazing Monday Night All-Stars, the Dirt Clash Super Street Series at the Dirt Street Sucks will be back in action tomorrow evening. I'm not sure which track we head to, but I know nonetheless it's going to be some elbows up racing and a lot of rubbing and scrubbing, beating and banging there with the full fender race cars there with the Dirt Street Sucks tomorrow evening. Make sure you guys tune into that. Make sure you got those bell notifications on. That way you never miss it when we go live here on Peacemaker Gaming. But thank you all for tuning in. Thank you to Slinging and Dirt Series for having me be the broadcaster here, and Richard Call coming in showing the love. It's his awesome job. I appreciate you, Richard, coming in showing the love as well, brother. Unfortunately, that will do it for us here in this one. Thank y'all for tuning in, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace out for now, ladies and gentlemen.